Hi, this is Neha. We're at iHeartRadio's Fiji Airways Backstage interview lounge for Alt 98.7. I'm here with Flipturn. How are you guys?
What's up? We're doing good.
Great.
Yeah, how do you feel about being at this festival today?
So good. The weather's perfect. The water's right there.
It's so perfect. It's a perfect California day.
Yeah, the vibes
nice.
are so good here. And it's
They
been a minute
really
since
are.
we've played West Coast, so we're stoked to be
Yeah,
back.
when was the last time you played here?
I think it was Outside Lands.
It was
Oh,
outside.
I think
Yeah.
it was in
Outside
San
Lands.
Francisco at Outside Lands.
Yeah.
Was the last festival we played here at least.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
been a minute since we've been in SoCal, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to start at the beginning with you guys. You started this band in high school, which is so long ago. It's
Yeah.
been
That's crazy,
like
actually.
a decade since then.
Oh,
How
yeah.
have you managed to grow as artists and not grow apart? I imagine it's as hard as like a long-term relationship.
That's a great question,
It's
actually.
like siblings.
It is kind of like siblings. Yeah. At first, I think you definitely learn like how to work with each other and
And
how
there's
to-
5 of you.
Yeah,
There
there's
is.
5 of us. There was a time where all of us we were touring at least like 4 or 5 months total out of the entire year, and then we were also living together
Oh my gosh.
in a house. So
We
like
just get home.
we would just get home from the road and then we'd just be like, all right, I'd go into my bedroom and they'd
See you
go into
tomorrow.
their bedroom
Yeah.
and, like,
You're like, I'm done with you for the day.
yeah, it was kind of crazy, but I think
great.
it was great. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like we're here. Like, we didn't all
What was
kill
the
each other.
biggest fight you guys had?
The biggest fight? Wow. I don't know if there was there's never been
There's
like
never been a
We don't really fight. Well, Mitch sometimes will fight me physically.
Yeah. I physically
Yeah.
fight him.
Sometimes I'll be in the hotel room trying to go to sleep, and then Mitch will he'll burst in the room and then just like start wrestling.
Yeah.
I would feel like you guys need like group therapy after living together, working together, 5 of you.
Honestly, I feel like we're all very like passive people, which is
Yeah.
really good.
it's good.
So like we've really determined like we have an ecosystem of like everything, how everything works, which is like awesome because there's not really a lot of people I could hang out with for that long and not
Aw.
like go crazy.
It is-
You're really
Yeah.
lucky when you get to do it with your best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it also feels like we're related. We're siblings at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of
share brain
compromise.
cells.
Like,
Yeah.
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 Some of your music also gets super vulnerable. I think one of you has described it as like vulnerable for a living.
Oh yeah.
And in Sunlight, you talk about like really deep topics, addiction, family. How do you decide like what you want to share musically and what you don't?
That's interesting. I think from the beginning, like from when anybody really starts getting into music or writing or sharing, it is kind of just like a form of expression.
Yeah.
So like it's interesting being asked those questions now, when like our music is maybe heard by more people than it was when we first started the band. When we first started the band, we were just writing about things
You're
going
like,
on
no
in our
one's gonna
life.
hear this.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was still like very like vulnerable and still like all this stuff that we might have been experiencing. And I think now that it's just being heard by more people, they're like, oh, like, did you really decide to share that on purpose? And it's like, no, I'm still just writing about what's going on in our lives. And like, that's I think I don't know, I wouldn't really want to be playing or writing music if it wasn't to still be a form of expression. So
You've described this project as an immersive world. What is the like world that you want fans to be immersed in? Like, how would you describe it?
I think it's like our live show. We're such a touring band. That's what we do. So we create this community everywhere we go, which is really cool. You can kind of like, as we've gone basically around a lot of the world, you start to realize that we're kind of implementing this like, all right, this is what flipturn is. So we gather all these people that are very like-minded and they're really awesome. So it's like creating that community, that immersive experience where someone comes to a flipturn show and now it's like you'll go to a show and there could be 1,000, however many people, and you're the first time being there and someone would be like, this is my 6th time seeing them, do you want to watch the show with me? Or like stuff like that. It's like really cool to see, and you'll have people come up to us and be like, we just became friends at your show.
Yeah.
So it's really
I
cool
love
when
that.
we'll see like the same people like
Yeah.
on Barricade at a lot of shows. There's like a core friend group, you know,
Yeah.
and
Like
like
we
that's
know a lot of people that
Yeah.
will come.
your
to a lot
fans,
of the
like your
shows.
number one fans?
Yeah, we'll be like, oh, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
we know them, and it's really cool to see. So.
Would you describe the festival energy different than like a solo show?
I think so, yeah.
It's definitely brings its own type of special energy, I think, at a festival, because I think it's like we have just like an hour or sometimes like 45 minutes, just like give it all we got, and like all the people at the festivals are like here to see like all different types of bands, and hopefully playing in front of a lot of new ears too. So just like trying to like bring people into the flip turn world, I guess. And then like a show on our own just feels like we're playing with just like our biggest like.
It's much more of like we'll play
More
into the it's definitely more intimate. We'll play into some of like the like old like people who have been with us longer. We'll play like old crowd favorites or stuff like that, you know. But then when you're at a like what you just said, festival set, it's much more like, all right, what's 45 minutes of like stuff that we just want to rip, you know? Like let's just let it go, So
You guys mentioned that you're a touring band. You've like toured with so many big bands that you're fans of. I love your fan energy in interviews where you talk about like all the artists that you're fans of that you've been on stages with. Who are some of the artists that are inspiring you right now?
Ooh. With bands that we've played with, or just bands in general, or artists
in general.
I mean, collectively, we always like to say Phoenix is like a really big band that we really like to look up to. It's a French band. They're awesome.
I know who Phoenix
Oh, okay.
is.
I don't know. Some people be like, "Who's Phoenix?" I'm like, "What? Like that's crazy."
Phoenix
I'm
is
a
goated. Everyone
millennial.
knows them.
They had a time when I was
they're
growing
awesome.
up.
They're so good.
Phoenix, Radiohead. Who else? I mean, we love Big Thief.
yeah, artists like right now that I'm trying to think of somebody we just haven't said in an interview or something. I
Kevin
don't-
Morby. His
Oh.
new record's really cool.
Cool. That's I haven't dug into that.
I feel like indie rock is having a moment right now for sure. I mean, rock is back according to Charlie XCX.
Yeah, it is back.
The dance floor is dead,
Amazing.
apparently.
Love that.
Dance floor is dead, apparently.
What do you guys think of that? Do you feel like there's a resurgence happening?
I
I
don't
hope
know.
so. That'd be awesome.
Kids are definitely like starting their own grungy rock bands
Yeah,
and going to
it's
shows now.
back.
I was worried for a second, but like there's definitely some sort of a resurgence
What
right
do you
now.
think? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's
Everything's
just
circular, you
it's-
know?
exactly.
Like, it just like goes, and then like it's like, oh, that's cool again, you know?
Yeah, like 90s are back, so that sounds back. We were wearing baggy pants. Skinny jeans will inevitably come back again, you know,
Yeah.
whether we want them to or not.
And you guys re-released your album, like reimagined.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
we did do that.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do that, like with collaborations?
I think Burnout Days album is such an album about a band like touring and being on the road, and I think it was kind of perfect that we chose so many bands and friends that we've met over the years of touring and playing shows, and gave them like a chance to, you know, put their own spin on these songs about, you know, that lifestyle. So I thought it was perfect to have other like road dogs, you know, kind of like take these songs, and I think give it new life, and kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like a cool project, I guess, that we were like, this could be a cool album to do this with. And
Do you
yeah.
feel like you thrive more in like the live performing in front of like a live audience more than anywhere else?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I'd say so. Cause it's like the best energy exchange. You know, we're giving it everything we got, and like I feel like our fans give it right back to us.
Yeah.
But that's like, I feel like, at least for me, like when we're writing music, I'm always picturing like what it's gonna translate like during the show, and like how it's gonna hit people or resonate with people. But I feel like we pride ourselves on like giving everything we got for a live show. You know, it's meant to live music. That's what it's about.
I mean,
And last question, do you have any pre-stage rituals that you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, wait.
What are they?
So this started back in Gainesville, Florida, and it was an outdoor show, and it was raining really bad. The weather was terrible, and the morale was just kind of low. And I was like, how do I hype us up before we go on this tiny, wet stage? And I thought of iconic performances in the rain. I was like, oh, Prince, Purple Rain, Super Bowl.
Love.
So as a joke, we huddled and like we prayed to Prince, and we took the stage, and by the end of the set, all of the clouds had parted, the rain had
Wow.
stopped, the sun
He
was shining
listened.
again, and we were like, we
he
will
did.
never not do a show
No.
without praying to Prince.
And the days, there have been like 1 or 2 shows since, and this was like, that was like 2021, and there's been
Yeah.
1 or 2 shows since then that we forgot or like didn't have enough time to like huddle or
And they've
say
gone
anything.
terrible.
And they've been
it was
like
terrible.
halfway through the show.
We're very
like,
superstitious.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna steal this. I will pray
Yeah.
to Prince before
Yeah.
I do anything
Yeah,
big
let's
now.
create a cult right
It's
now.
definitely-
This is the start of it. Yeah.
Do it.
Pretty awesome.
It's our
Well,
little
thank you
cult.
guys so much for being here.
Yeah.